What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'll be answering your questions from Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to do so. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's get into the first question. When will I start bulking, or will I just stay lean? So I plan to stay lean. I reckon I probably stay around 10% body fat year round. 10 or 12% I'll probably maintain year round. And I might go into a slight surplus, maybe 100 calories above my maintenance, but nothing too crazy, because I really don't want to put on fat, because I put on weight very easily. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time, because I can put on weight very easily, and I don't find it so I don't need to eat tons and tons to gain weight. But then again, I do need to watch what I eat, because I will just gain fat very quickly if I just eat whatever I want. So next question, what are your goals? So well, in terms of job, I want to be a full-time personal trainer. For YouTube, I would love to get to around 1,000 subscribers. Obviously my goal right now is just to get to 100, which you can help me achieve by hitting that subscribe button. But I reckon around 1,000 subscribers for YouTube, and then probably in terms of my physique, I want to do a competition, men's physique, hopefully next year. Okay, so next question, how did I get into fitness? One day I just came home from school and I was like, I want to go to the gym, and I tried to go to ones before and I was too young. At this point I was only like a month or two into being 16, and I went to one and I absolutely loved it. It was just amazing. I loved it from the start. It did take me maybe around 6 months, to get proper into it. But to be honest, I was training after 6 months, like five days a week. I loved it that much, and it was just it's almost like stress relief. It really it helps you. And see, at this point when you're not able to go to gyms, it is quite disheartening and it's hard to stay motivated. But once you lose that motivation, everything just becomes, you stop working out, you stop making progress, and it just spirals out of control. So key is just do the workouts, no matter if it's home workouts, body weight ones. Maybe you're lucky and you've got a few weights. Like myself, I was very lucky in the fact that I was able to buy some stuff off Facebook Marketplace. But if you aren't so lucky and you're stuck doing bodyweight stuff, just do it. Honestly, it's better than nothing. So next question, how many days would I go to the gym? So for me, I go around 6 days a week. 6 days a week, sometimes even 7 in lockdown. When I was actually going to the gym, I was going around 6 days a week because I wanted my rest day on Sundays. But because I'm in lockdown, I'm not burning as much calories from walking around all the place. I tend to just go for 7 days, but you do need your rest days, so I'm actually going to start implementing some more rest days. I'm thinking 3 days on, 1 day off would suit me quite well. Next question, what is one thing I miss about training in a gym? So I miss the atmosphere. I would definitely say I do miss being in the sort of gym environment. Of course I miss all the machines you get, because there's a massive variety and you just don't get that at home. Because I reckon leg equipment is one of the hardest things to get at home, especially like a good leg press. See if you've got a good leg press at home, you're lucky, So I would definitely say probably the equipment and the atmosphere, both at the same time. Okay, so what is the heaviest lift you've done? In terms of deadlift, I've deadlifted 165 kg before. In terms of squat, it's not that heavy. I think it's around 105 kg for reps, maybe like 3 reps or something. I don't tend to go 1 rep max for squat. And then bench, it was 80 kg for 3 reps, if I can remember correctly. What is my opinion on creatine? Creatine is one of the few supplements I would recommend. If you haven't seen my video on supplements, I'd suggest you go check it out. I think it's this corner. I'll put a pop-up card and you can go check that out. But creatine, for me, it definitely has helped. I notice a difference. There's no negative side effects at all that I've noticed. There is slight water retention, but that's I don't seem to notice it too much. And also creatine is very cheap, so I think it's one of the supplements I would 100% recommend to somebody starting out, or even, advanced, a couple of years into lifting. It is just amazing. Next question. Your page is amazing. That isn't a question, but okay. And if this guy thinks it's amazing, you might too. So go, make sure to follow me on Instagram. We pop-up card there. And let's get on to the next question. How often are you planning on uploading to YouTube? So, right now I'm trying to get videos out on the daily because I'm not too stressed, because all I'm doing is sitting in the house, so nothing really better to do. And I do love making videos. I love editing. When it works, my editing software has been absolutely horrendous for some reason. I've got the Vegas Movie Maker, which is just like Vegas Pro, and it just keeps crashing. Even though my computer's good and it cost me around 1,300 to build, but it is very delicate in the fact that it crashes. Now I think I've got it fixed, but I'll have to see when I'm editing this video. Moving on to the next question. Favorite exercise? That is, I would say it would have to be one of the sort of compound ones, whether that be bench, deadlift, squat. Probably bench, I'd have to say. Moving on to the next question. So we've got favourite food, cheap and healthy. So favourite cheat meal would definitely have to be pizza 100% from Domino's. Stuffed crust, everything, probably a large. I always tend to get too much in my orders, especially when I order online and like Domino's and things, because I order something that'll cost me around 40 quid, end up eating a quarter of it, and then the problem with me is I'll eat it the next day and the next day until I finish it. So that's the problem with Domino's. My eyes are too big for my stomach. And then for healthy, I would have to say it would be Active Fried Chips, which is the air fryer. And so you just cut up the potatoes, put them in the air fryer, and then a tiny wee spoonful of oil on them, and then probably with burgers or salmon. I do love salmon. Moving on to the next question. So, how do I stay motivated? I do tend to sometimes, some days I'm more motivated than others. What my definite advice would be is just to go do it. I know it's harder. It's easier said than done. But if you go and work out, you will feel 10 times better afterwards. It's just that initial push you need just to go do it. A lot of the time, personally, I know that maybe it's late on at night and I'm not I'll be like, I'll just do it tomorrow, I'll procrastinate. But it was late at night and I'd edited a video and I was very, very close to leaving it till today. But I just did it, even though it was like 10:30, which isn't ideal. But I just did it anyways, and I'm glad I did it. Will I do eating challenges? Yes, because I absolutely love food and I love YouTube, so it's coming soon. Do I plan on competing? Yes, I do. Probably men's physique next year around June time, and I will document that on YouTube, so look forward to that. And last question, favourite exercise and why? Probably, as I've said, bench, just because the pump I get from bench is very significant, and also I tend to be able to have a good mind-muscle connection when I'm on bench, so I definitely feel that stretch. So I do love bench for the reason of it makes me look good, and also it feels very good to do. So okay guys, that'll wrap us up for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, it helps me out a lot, and comment down below on what you want to see next, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram to get any more Q&As, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.